As morose and unyielding as ever, the Man in the High Castle returns, not only dealing heavily with the fallout of John Smith thwarting a German nuclear attack on Japan, but also diving headlong into sci-fi, transforming the series into what it was always meant to be. Hi everyone, I'm David Griffin, and here's our reaction to Man in the High Castle Season 3. It's taken a while and a generous amount of patience given how sad the story can be, but Season 3 shapes things so that it's not all just doom and gloom. How does it do this? By starting to actively fuel rebellion, by building up its resistance ranks in such a way that you can almost believe that this warped and wicked world can actually be changed. Despite its muted tone tendencies to wallow in some pretty harrowing stuff, Man in the High Castle also has some very powerful moments of beauty, the kind of sparse, spectacular moments that can only be born from abject misery. This year continues that trend while also ramping up the individual desires of its characters to truly change their surroundings.
The fascists can be beaten. It's in our hands.
The season starts off well, although a little sluggishly, but then, at the halfway mark, lightning. The dial gets turned up to 11 and a huge new angle is revealed, which we won't spoil here. Suffice it to say, the sci-fi schemes involved will make you happy you stuck with the series that can be aggressively depressing. In Season 3, we uncover the varied effects the films from the history we know can have on the psyche, with more and more people discovering them, including a grieving John Smith who's asked to catalog Hitler's old collection. We witness how the images in these reels can drive a dagger into the heart of some while providing others with the nurturing they need to rise up. If Tagomi was Season 2's surprise standout, then Smith is this year's captivator. After his son's voluntary death last season, Smith starts to hollow out and really feel the depths of the Reich's dastardly deeds. Smith is embattled on all fronts. Sure, he's the Reich's new hero, but he's pinned down by doubt, blanketed by grief, and tested by a wife who's even more shattered and unstable in the wake of their son's demise than he is. The enormity of Smith's past decisions, along with his current ones, begin to chip away at him. Sometimes they sway him into something resembling a sympathetic character, while other moments see him doubling down on his life of power for fear of losing everything he holds dear.
What the hell's going on?
Ever heard of the Man in the High Castle?
Juliana continues to be the key to both the Resistance and the series. As a hero who's constantly driven by a desperation she can't describe to others, it would be very easy for her to wear thin. But once the show takes its magnificent left turn into crazed sci-fi midway through the season, her entire story starts to gel like never before. And Davalos is superb when it comes to making Juliana feel like a grounded entity in the midst of insanity. By leaning into its sci-fi DNA and showcasing real growth for its central characters, we can safely say Season 3 of Man in the High Castle is definitely worth checking out when it premieres on Amazon Prime on October 5th. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the trailer for the new season, and for more on what's going on in the streaming world, you can check out what's new to Netflix for October 2018. And as always, be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.